Kia ora, New Zealand. In your news headlines today, the government has announced it's approved conditional funding of a staged plan to re-enter and explore the main tunnel leading up to the rockfall at the Pike River coal mine. The plan will cost $7.2 million and there are hopes the bodies of the men lost will be discovered. It's hoped workers will start trying to re-enter the main tunnel of the Pike River mine next month. Energy Minister Simon Bridges says it'll be carefully managed the entire time with a risk assessment made at each stage. Mr Bridges has spoken to the miners' families today. A 3-week-old baby girl seriously injured in Invercargill remains in a critical condition. The infant is in an induced coma at Starship Children's Hospital in Auckland. More than a dozen police staff are currently investigating how the baby sustained those injuries. And US President Barack Obama shocked the world on Saturday by announcing he would seek authorization for military action in Syria from his Congress. His administration faces a daunting task in winning support to punish Syria for a chemical weapons attack nearly 2 weeks ago. Meanwhile, New Zealand government is handing over $800,000 to help out Syrian refugees. That money will be matched dollar for dollar by 6 non-governmental organisations. Foreign Minister Murray McCully says New Zealand condemns in the strongest possible terms the ongoing violence and the toll it's taken on the Syrian people. Opponents of the government's Sky City Convention Centre deal are having their say, but it's not bothering the Economic Development Minister. A select committee is hearing submissions into the bill that will allow the deal to go ahead. Minister Stephen Joyce says different groups will have different views.
Those that are opposed are hardly going to turn up and say, no, we'll be better off under this, but we're just worried about everybody else. So I think you've got to go through a submissions process and hear what they're doing. That's what the committee's doing. I don't want to commentate on every single submission that comes through.
Nearly 2 years after it ran aground, oil from the Rena container ship is still washing up on Tauranga beaches. Beachgoers in the Papamoa area have found oil spots on their shoes after walking near the water. Anyone concerned about oil on the beach should contact their regional council. And County's Manukau police will try today to piece together events leading to a major crash on an Auckland motorway yesterday. It began with a robbery of the Westpac in Pukekohe at midday where 2 males were seen getting away in a maroon BMW only to crash into a ute on the motorway. To sports now, and all indications are pointing to a return for Daniel Carter and an All Blacks debut for Francis Sayeli against Argentina this weekend in Hamilton. Sayeli was seen at training spending plenty of time in the midfield, running moves between Daniel Carter and Conrad Smith. To tennis now, and Roger Federer is out of the US Tennis Open, his earliest ever exit in 10 years. Spaniard Tommy Robredo has beaten Federer for the first time in 10 meetings, winning 7-6, 6-3, 6-4. I'm Brad Mills and that was your news for Tuesday the 3rd of September. Ka kite anō.